Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, everybody. I hope you're staying safe and well and, making the best of the situation and listening to all of the guidance. So, hi and good morning. My name is Nicole and I am the Education Director at Bright Ideas Education. And we are very, very busy making a maths app that would be fantastic for you to use at home at the moment. Unfortunately, it's not ready, and we're hoping to have our first release in May, and we're working as hard as we can to get that out to you so you've got lots of other interesting things to do, as well as all the things that your lovely teachers have set you. So today we are going to look at some learning in maths. And what we've done at Bright Ideas is said, okay, we haven't got our app out there yet, but what else can we do? And we thought we'd do some live stream teaching. Now this is all very instant and very quick, and I've made things from home and we've got things very quickly. So please bear with us and give us some feedback. Let us know if this is helpful and if you'd like some more or what else we could do to help you. So welcome. So first of all, a few little safeguarding things. I can see we've already put in the chat. Please don't mention your names. You should be using your grown-ups YouTube account. Shouldn't really have a YouTube account until you're older than I'm expecting the children who are watching today to be. So please don't share your name with me because that's for your own safety. But I would like to know where you are all from. So London, Manchester, Birmingham, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, anywhere from outside the UK. So can you type in and tell me the area that you're from, not your address, not your house name, number, road number, just your region, your town, your city, your region, your country. Just tell me where you're from. Let's see who we've got with us today. Spain. Hello, Spain. Lots of people from London. Hello. Hello, fellow Londoners. I wasn't born in London, but I've lived in London for a long time. So, we're North Lincolnshire. We went to some schools in North Lincolnshire, so it'd be great if you were somebody from one of the schools we visited with our demo app. Now, we have online on the app stores, the Google and Apple app stores, we have a demo game called Fantastic. I'll just write that up. So for this age group, so today I'm going to be working on the curriculum that is aimed for ages 7 to 9. So if that's helpful for children who need a little bit more practice or a bit older, anybody, that's fine, but that's the curriculum. But Fantastic, if you go to the app stores and type that in, it's free to download. It's our demo game and it's aimed at year 4. So it's aimed at 8 to 9-year-old children. So it's perfect for this lesson today for this age group. So if you're managing the math today, it'd be really good for you to download that. That's something else you can do at home, as well as all the work that your lovely teachers have set you. There's something else to work on. We've tried to make learning as fun as possible. So there's lots of really good quality learning planned by teachers, and also, we've gamified it and put some good graphics in there. So download that, that's free, and it's perfect for this age group. So we've got, somebody very local to me. I'm quite nearby, Crystal Palace. So hello. And somebody has said, yes, I did the demo game. So well done. Thank you. Hello again. You would recognize me. I came into your schools when we were going around with our demo game into schools testing the app. So it's really nice that you're here today as well. Somebody that we already know. So here we are. We're in a classroom. We've got Spain, we've got London, we've got Northern England. We're all here together and it's really, really lovely. Please don't share your name, remember. It's lovely to see you from wherever you are. And we are in our virtual classroom today and we're going to work on some maths and get busy and get thinking. So do you have a pen and paper? Because it's always good to be able to jot down your notes and not to have to just keep them in your head all of the time. So make sure you've got a pen and paper to hand and make sure you've got some water so that your brain doesn't go dry when we're doing all this hard brain work. So I'm just going to take a sip now. Okay, so first of all, let's make sure that you can hear me clearly, follow my instructions. Glad you're taking some water. Follow my instructions and use your number keypad as well, whether it's on the iPad or it's on the top of your computer keyboard, or you might have a scroll to the right of your keyboard. Let's just make sure. So we're going to start up a little bit of warm-up counting practice. I am going to count, and this is my turn, your turn. When I stop, I want you to type in the next 3 numbers, please. Make sure you put a space between each number. I don't need a comma. I just want a space, please. So I'm going to count, and then I'd like you to say what comes next, the next 3 numbers in that sequence, okay? So here we go. I am going to count, and I'm going to say 10, 11, 12. What are the next 3 numbers? 10, 11, 12. What are the next 3 numbers that come? That's it, nice and quick. Yep, the next 3 numbers are 13, 14, and 15. Okay, getting ready to do the next 3 numbers. Okay, so listening and getting ready to type in the next 3 numbers. 16, 17, 18. What are the next 3 numbers? 16, 17, 18. I know you know these because you're in, you're learning the maths as for years 3 and 4, 7 to 9-year-old children. So I know you know these. It's just a bit of practice to check you can hear. Okay. Right. The next 3 numbers. 25, 24, 23. The next 3 numbers in that sequence, please. 25, 24, 23. And in the same order, so I'm counting down, I want the numbers to continue to count down. 25, 24, 23. What would be the next number in that counting sequence? Okay. So the next number would be 22, then 21, and then 20. 22, 21, and then 20. 22, 21, and then 20. Okay. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's do this one then. 32, 31, 30. 32, 31, 30. 29, 28, 27. Okay, so we've all got 29, then 28, then 27. 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. That's it. Okay. 62, 61, 60. What are the next 3 numbers? 62, 61, and then 60. Okay. So what's the 10s before 60? 50. So 59, 58, 57. Okay, 59, 58, 57. Okay, 59, 58, 57. 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57. Okay. So another little warm up now. We are going to look at our bonds to 10. And again, some of you may say, well, I know these, and I'm glad you know them because actually they're going to help you with all of your maths. And if you have to think for any length of time which two numbers to go together to make 10, it's going to really hold you up in your maths when you come on to do harder and harder maths. You just have to be able to think 8, oh, I know that's 2. 7, oh, I know that's 3. 5, oh, I know that's 5 to make 10. So let's just have a little practice, have a little warm up. I'm going to show you some cards. It has one number on the side that you can see and its partner number on the other side to make 10. So for example, if I showed you this one, you're looking at 0 to make 10, 0 and 10 make 10. So I'm looking at 10. So let's have a little look. I'm going to show you a card. You tell me the number I'm looking at. So what goes with 8 to make 10? What number am I looking at? You're looking at 8. What number am I looking at on the other side? 8 plus what makes 10? 8 plus what? What do you have to add to 8? The total of 8 and what makes 10? The sum of 8 and what is 10? Okay, we're only going to 10, so we can only have 2 more. 8 and 2 make 10. Okay, let's try another one. You're looking at 3. What am I looking at? You can see 3. What can I see? You can see 3. What can I see? I can see 7 because 3 and 7 make 10. 3 and 7 make 10. So let's use, you can see lots of you are very quick at those number bonds, and that's brilliant. So let's use the maths we know already, to help us do other maths. So if we know our bonds to 10, let's just see if we can write those down. Bonds to 10. Can you, on your paper, write your bonds to 10 so that they go in a pattern? Oh, let's get them right for a start. Can you do these for me? All the way down. So 10 and 0, 9 and 8 and. You write them on your paper and tell me when you've done them. And you've gone all the way down. All the way down. To all of your bonds. 10 and 0, 9 and 1, 8 and 2, 7 and 3. You write them down on your paper for me. 6 and 4, 5 and 5, 4 and 6, 3 and 7, 2 and 8, 1 and 9, 0 and 10. Write them all the way down. And then let me know, give me a thumbs up or a yes, I've done that. Because I want you to just go through that, just drilling it in. And you should be able to write those really quickly. Okay, just say done, thumbs up when you finish that, just to give me an idea. Remember, keep drinking, keep drinking. Sorry. Okay, well done. Get them all done down to the bottom. Because you're going to use those now to help you in what I give you next. So make sure you've got that list all written down. So you've got all your number bonds to 10 to help you. And we're going to use the maths we know already to help us with the next maths to come. Okay. So I'm rubbing this off because you've got this all done at home with your piece of paper there to help you. So put that to the side for a moment. We're going to use that in a little bit. The next thing I want to do is just to check that you're all really familiar with all the vocabulary around adding up and making those number bonds. So let's start off with 7 plus 3 equals 10. Now, what are the different ways I could say that in words? I've said 7 plus 3. But are there other ways I could say that? Are there other words that I could use to say that number sentence? I've said 7 and 3 is 10. So let me write that one first. I use the word and instead of this plus sign, and I use the word is instead of that equals sign. What other words could I use? Okay, somebody has said I could use equals. So instead of saying is, I could say equals 10. What other words could I use? What other words could I use? Oh, yes, commutative. It's a commutative equation. The same as the sum of. Now, where would I put the sum of? 7, the sum of 3 equals 10. That's got to come at the beginning. The sum of 7 and 3 is 10. So that's got to go at the beginning, the sum of 3. The same as, so I could use this is the same as, is the same as, makes. Makes. Addition is what we're doing, so we would use, we wouldn't say 7 addition 3, we would say 7 add 3. We could say the addition of 7 and 3 makes 10. So we could put that at the beginning as well. The addition of 7 and 3 makes 10. Add. Yeah, we got add. Makes. We've got makes. Well done. Makes. Plus. Did we have plus? No. Plus has just come in. Plus. That's another one. Same as. We've got is the same as. The sum of. Yeah, we've got the sum of. There's a word beginning with T that we see when we have a bill. Everything's added up, and at the bottom it says the, what's that word? The T of all of your items is this. What do we put? Equal to is equal. Equals is equal to. That's another idea that's come in. Is equal to total. Yes. So the total, put that up here. The total of 7 and 3, or we could have it as totals, like we've got equals. So 7 and 3 totals. Now, if there are any new ways of describing that are written here, can you make a note of them on your paper? So can you make a note of them? So if there's one there that you haven't heard of before, then can you make a note? So if the total of is new, if the sum of is new, if the addition of 7 and 3 makes, just make a note, because sometimes you may be asked a question and you know the actual maths, but you didn't understand the question. Okay. Or another one's just come in, amount to. So 7 and 3 amount to. So you could have a question where somebody says, find the total of 7 and 3. and you just forgot what total means. And then all of a sudden, you're not answering a question where the maths is really easy and you know it. So just make a note if there are any new ones, and then we're going to move on. Okay. So I'm going to rub these off. So let's have a look at checking how quick we are on our bonds so that we can actually use those bonds to fill in any missing numbers. Okay. So we are going to work on 20 here. So I'm going to bring 20 down. Okay, so there's 20. So at the moment, I've got my 20 split like this. So just write the number equation for me using the plus equal sign. So using digits, the plus and equal sign. Can you tell me what that equation, how you would write that? Okay, so just use your keyboard. Put the symbols in there for me. Tell me what maths equation that is showing, please. Okay, if you didn't get to finish anything, you can finish it later. Okay, when I finish the lesson, you can just write down anything that you remember that is new to you, and that will help the knowledge stay in your head. Okay, so let's just write that number equation down for me. Okay, so we have got 10 plus 10 equals 20. Okay, yeah. So can you for me now as well write down all the pairs that make 20? So we are going to start off with 20 plus 0 equals 20, then 19 plus 1 equals 20. In that nice little pattern, 18 plus 2, 17 plus 3, and so on until you get all the way down to 0 plus 20 at the other end. Just write down your number bonds in that pattern. You've got your number bonds to 10, write down your number bonds to 20 in the same way. Okay, so 20 plus 0, 19 plus 1, 18 plus 2, 17 plus 3, 16 plus 4, 15 plus 5, 14 plus 6, 13 plus 7, 12 plus 8, 11 plus 9. Get on the paper, on your paper, write it down. Okay. 10 plus 10, 9 plus 11, 8 plus 12, 7 plus 13, 6 plus 14. Okay, write it all the way down. Just write your numbers in that pattern on your paper and let me know when you're done. Okay, all the way down. You write them down just like you did with the tens. You write them all the way down to 0 so you've got them. You write them down on your paper so you've got them all in front of you. I'm going to do mine here. 19 plus 1 equals 20, 18 plus 2 equals 20, 17 plus 3 equals 20, 16 plus 4 equals 20, 15 plus 5 equals 20. Okay, I'm writing them all down. I'm writing them all down. 14 plus 6 equals 20, 13 plus 7 equals 20, 12 plus 8 equals 20, 13 plus 7, gone the other way, 11 plus 9 equals 20, 10 plus 10 equals 20. And actually, I know I'm going to start repeating then. So I've got them all written down so I can see. Got them all written down so that I can see. Okay. Right. What we're going to do now is use those to help us. Yeah, well done. I can see lots of you. I've done that. So let's have a look at writing. So using those number bonds to help you. I am going to arrange this differently. I had 10 and 10. I'm going to move 2 over here now. So I've still got 20, still 20 altogether. But there's 12 here. What's there? What's there? What's there? What's the answer? What's missing? 12 plus what makes 20? Yep, you can just put the answer in. Just put the digit in. That's right, just put the digit in. So thinking about our number bonds, we've got them written down, we can look at them to check. 12 plus 8 makes 20. So let's move these out of the way because you know exactly what you're doing. And now let's look at some missing number questions. So you've got your number bonds written down in front of you to look at. I'm going to split some of those numbers up a little bit. So you have to use the maths you know already. You know your maths bonds to 10. You know your maths bonds to 20. So let's see how you can use those to help you do the next maths. So what's my missing number? Okay. What's my missing number? 20 is the same as 12 plus 3 plus what? What goes in there? Okay. Yeah. Okay, well done. 7. 7, 7, 14, and 1, 15, 15 and 5, 20. Use the maths you know already. Okay, so let's move up. Let's move up. Let's look at our bonds to 30. Okay, so we know our bonds to 20. We're going to have to add another 10 on. So if 20 plus 0 is 20, we were going to make these all into 30. 30 is more than 20 by 10. So we need to add another 10 on. So 20 plus 0 is 20. 30 plus 0 is 30. 29 plus 1 is 30. 28 plus 2 is 30. 27 plus 3 is 30. 26 plus 3 is 30. Okay, we're just adding another 10 on. So let's use the maths we know already. Okay, so if you like, you can write the pairs down to 30 later. But if you're using the maths you know already, you can look at your 20 bonds and add a 10 on. Yeah. So let's look at our 30. So I'm going to say 30. Okay, what's my missing number there? What's my missing number? Hello, Athens. 19 plus 10 is 29. Let's add 1 to make it 30. Okay, so let's split up and use our number bonds. Let's have a look at. Okay, 15 plus 7 plus what equals 30? 15 plus 7 plus what equals 30? Fifteen and 7 is 22. 22 needs 8 more to go to 30. Needs 8 more to go to 30. Let's have a little look then. So, so 22 and 1 is 23. 23 needs 7 to go to 30. Okay. So let's do one more and then we're going to do some quick fire practice. It's hard to be really quick on the virtual classroom because there's a little bit of a delay, but let's see what we can do. Okay. What's the answer? What's going to go in there? Just be careful. Careful, a few little errors coming in. 17. Now for me, I would say 17 and 3. If I was looking at this, I would say, well, I know 17 and 3 makes 20. I would find that easier. So I would say 20. Oh, and 5 is 25. And 2 is 27. So I know I need 3 in there. So put the bonds together that work well and easy together. Okay. So let's see if I can give you some of those to help you sort of add together what would make sense. Okay. So look for numbers that you know go easily together to make it easier. Look at numbers that you know are bonds already that make it easier. So I'm looking at 9 and 1. I know that makes 10. That's what I looked at straight away. 9 and 1, I know it's a bond to 10. 9 and 1 makes 10, and 7 is 17. What do I have to add to 17 to make 30? I have to add 13. Okay. Okay, remember it's 13, not 3, because we're making 30. Okay. 3 would make it 20. We're making 30, so it's 13. Just be careful. Remember the number that we're making. Okay, let's try another one. Okay. So we've got 6 and 2 and 4 and what makes 30. So look for the pairs that you know go together already. Look for the pairs. Okay, I'm looking at these pairs straight away. I'm thinking I know 6 and 4 makes 10. So I'm going to add those two together. That's 10. Then I'm going to add that 2 and I'm going to make that 12. Then I know I've got to find the gap. What goes with 12? Well, it's 8 to make 20, so it must be 18 to make 30. And I'm using the maths I know already. Okay. And I'm using the maths that I know already. Well done. I hope you're using the maths. Look for the ones that go together. Look for the ones that go together. Okay, let's try another one. I want to really see that you're using the maths bonds that you know already to go together. So I'm going to do okay. What's missing there? What's missing there? Think about an easy way to add those numbers up. Well done. Some of you are saying, yes, I do. Okay, I am using the maths I know already. That's what I'm doing. Fantastic. So look at those. I look at 15 plus 2 plus 3. What I look at as, I know those two make 5. So I'm going to put those two together. And then that makes it easier because then 15 plus 5 is 20. Oh, that's easy. Then I know all I need to do is add 10 in there. Okay. Well done. Lots of you have come through quickly with 10. So I think you must have been using the maths you know already. Let's make sure you are. I'm going to go on and on and on about using the maths that you know already. So I'm going to say 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 equals. So I say 8 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. Again, I am using the maths I know already. Which of those two bond together to make 10? That's going to make it easier. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, well, I know straight away that 8 and 2 is 10, and I know that 1 and 3 is 4. So straight away, I know I'm 14 there. That helps me. Then I think, okay, if I added 6 to 14, it'd be 20. So it must be 16 because it's going to 30. Okay, just had a bit of feedback about moving a little bit too quickly. It's quite hard to judge whether it's too quick or not to sort of get in to the correct pace. So now I've added some other digits in. Maybe it needs to be, give you a little bit more time. So thank you for letting me know. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, so use the maths you know already. So the answer to this one is 16. Okay, the answer to this one is 16. Okay, so let's have a look at another one. So we're going to stick with 30, and I'm going to put some things in there to encourage you to use the maths you know already. Okay. So we've got 7 plus 8 plus 7 is 30. Seven plus 8 plus 7 plus what equals 30? Now, at the end of this lesson, there's going to be a quiz for you to do. So for those of you watching and your grown-ups, if you're thinking actually it's moving too quickly or it's too slowly, there's a quiz that you can do at the end, and then you will be able to do that at your own pace. It'll all be written down for you. You can do it online on the computer. The link will be posted in the comments after the lesson, so it will be there. So let's have a look. We've got quite a range of answers here. So let's just have a little think, okay? So 7 plus 8 plus 7 plus what equals 30? So we're looking for this missing number here. Now, when I look at this, I see double 7. And I know double 7 is 14. So and you may have a different way, but I'm using the maths I know. So when I look at this, I say, well, I know double 7 is 14. So I'm going to do double 7. Then I know I've got 14 and 8. Well, I know 14 and 6 is 20, so 14 and 8 must be 22. Then I have to look at my gap, 22. What more needs to add? What's the difference between 30 and 22? How many more do I need to add? Well, I know my bonds to 10, 2 and 8. So I need 8 more. 8 more to go in there. 8 more to go in there. Okay. So using the maths we know already. Let's just finish off with a few bonds to 20. So remember the cards I showed you earlier? Well, I've made some cards that have partners to 20 as well. So I'm going to show you a number and you need to show me, type in what I'm looking at. So what's the partner to 20? Okay. So you're looking at 15. What am I looking at? You're looking at 15. What am I looking at? You take this off. You're looking at 15. What am I looking at? Five. Bonds to 20. You're looking at 11. What am I looking at? Just type the digit in. Just type the digit in. What digit can I see? What number can I see on my card? You're looking at 11. What can I see to make 20? You're looking at 11. I'm looking at... You're looking at 11. I'm looking at... This is to 20, remember. This is bond. These are bonds to 20. So if you're looking at 11, I'm looking at 9. Well done. One more, and then we're going to have to finish today. So one more. Let me go into my cards and choose one more. What needs to go with 13 to make 20? You're looking at 13. What am I looking at? You're looking at 13. What am I looking at? You're looking at 13. To make 20, I'm looking at... I'm going to turn it round. You're looking at 13. I'm looking at 7. Yes. Okay. So we have looked at today all the vocabulary, the words and the vocabulary around addition. Plus, sum, total, add, equals, the same as. We've looked at our bonds to 10. We've looked at our bonds to 20. And we've looked at our bonds to 30. And I've tried to get you to look at maths you know already to help you solve other problems. That's really, really important. Now, the quiz that will be in the comments after the video does exactly that. It builds up. There's lots of questions for you to practice, but they're only little equations, but they do build on. So once you've answered some, they'll help you to the next ones. The idea is that you get quick and you have those bonds embedded right inside there, so that they don't go away, so you don't have to think about them. So do look at the quiz. Thank you for watching and joining us. If it's been helpful, please let us know. If we could make it more helpful, please suggest how we could do that. It's hard to get the pace right. You know, some people says a bit too quickly, some people says a bit too slow. I'm trying to sort of be in the middle, but the quiz afterwards will allow you to work at your own pace, and it's based on today's lesson. So thank you very much for joining. Hope to see you on Thursday, where we're going to look at some taking away and all the vocabulary around that. So a similar sort of lesson today, but looking at takeaway, really securing the relationship between the numbers up to 10, 20 and 30, the addition and the subtraction relationships as well. So we'll send an email to you. Keep in touch with us. Look out for what Bright Ideas is doing. And it's been lovely spending some time with you today. Thank you very much. It's been lovely being a teacher again. Stay safe, stay at home, keep safe, keep healthy, do all the work your lovely teachers have sent you. And this is just an addition, some general practice, and hopefully a chance for you to feel that you're learning alongside other people. that you are used to, the way you're used to working at school. I know it's really hard when you're stuck at home and you're missing everybody, but I feel all warm and glowy inside. It's been lovely to spend time with you. So thanks very much, and hopefully see you on Thursday. If you did find today's lesson a little bit challenging, I did do a lesson earlier, and if there's any part of today's lesson that you'd like to go over again, you can watch the recording of this lesson, but you can also do the earlier lesson, which really goes through number bonds up to 10. So, you might want to have a little look at that as well. So thanks very much, and I'll see you Thursday. Goodbye, everybody. Well done. Good maths work.